Everybody. How's everybody doing today? As you all know, I'm Ori Spado, the accidental gangster. Folks, if those of you who know me, you know that I live by a rule, never count another person's money. Count your own, okay? Don't count mine and don't count other people because you really don't know the truth. Good morning, Cream. How you doing, buddy? Let's talk about Diddy. As I scroll through YouTube, I see these pages. Oh, Diddy devastated. Diddy this. Diddy's done. Diddy's not paying his family money. Give me a break, folks. They don't know shit. Okay? And I can't tell you what the hell I know. Because I don't know how much money Diddy really has. It's actually not my business. It's none of our business. But folks, let's get into it. Before I begin, please subscribe, like, and share. And you know that like button? It astonishes me the laziness of people that don't hit that like button. I seen somebody yesterday. I watched the channel, very good channel. Okay, like it's they had over 1 million views, 1 million, and they only had 25,000 likes. YT Kwan, thank you. All right, the name of my book is The Accidental Gangster, From Insurance Salesman to Hollywood Fixer. And it's being made into a Hollywood movie. All right, you can find my book. You just go up to my profile and you could find everything about it. You could go purchase an autographed copy from my website. Otherwise, it'll take you directly to Amazon and Barnes and Noble, where you can purchase the book. It's available in Audible, Kindle, and of course, all right, the book. But let's get back to Diddy. Diddy was a billionaire. Most people don't understand what a billion is. And people don't understand what it takes to build that up, to become a billionaire. No, I was a businessman. I still am a businessman. I studied business. I built businesses from my cellar up into big office buildings. Never as big as Diddy got, but I did well, folks. I did several million a year, but not what Diddy did. Now, Diddy did it on the backs of a lot of people, and people want to say all these nasty things. We know he was not a good guy. We know that he hurt a lot of people. All right? Good morning, Diamond, Dromer. All right? Everybody here. We know that. But let's take all that bad stuff, everything he did. He still has a lot of money. He's not going broke. People saying he's not paying his lawyers. Bullshit. Okay? People say his family can't get money. Bullshit. Okay? Are you in their home? Is their family going without a roof over their head, without food? Okay? No. I showed you. I've been to his house here in Holmby Hills. You have any idea that home alone is worth $60 million? You have any idea that his home, okay, on the island of Miami all right, is worth about $45 million, and that's paid for. He doesn't owe a nickel on it. Okay, not a nickel. Now he just sold his plane. Okay, because somebody asked me, did Sean sell his plane? Yes, he did. Okay, everyone's talking. He was renting it out, but he ended up selling it. Okay, where is it? Right here. Okay, Sean Diddy Combs sold his matte black Gulfstream G550 private jet in late 2025, around October, but the exact sale price wasn't disclosed. Though similar jets typically go for 15 to $30 million. So people are suggesting he sold it between 20 to $30 million. Do you have any idea with just that amount of money or what he could do? Okay. And don't think that he's stupid. He's not stupid. A lot of people hate him. Right? Don't hate him. Hate, you should not hate anybody. No, he's not going to be using it anymore. But with his money, he could lease any goddamn plane he wants to. Okay? Folks, he's still worth around $300 million. Okay? Hello, Katem. How are you? All right? You rather talk about Carlo Gambino? I'll give you a full story on Carlo Gambino, but that's going to be for another time. Okay? I've done a lot of research. I know Carlo Gambino. Okay? Folks, you got to realize when you have that kind of money that Diddy has, you have financial advice. Okay? Yeah, financial advice. You could bet that Diddy is doing everything he could to protect everything that he has. Okay? He's not coming out of prison and be broke. And he will be out of prison, okay? Maybe before the end of the year. I don't know. Okay? Everybody wants to come out and say when he's coming out, but you know, you got all sorts of different things that were put into effect when Trump was in office last time, and then you've got the RDAP program that he's taking. So there's a lot going on, folks. All right. Now he's got over close to 100 civil lawsuits. And everybody's expecting they're going to end up getting money like Cassie Ventura did. That's not going to happen, folks. Not going to happen. Nobody's going to get near that dollar amount. If they get anything, it's going to be a small fraction. But you could bet he's going to fight each and every case. But let's get to why, okay? He could file bankruptcy. All right? I've been thinking about this a while. It's just not something I made up this morning. Okay? Yes, Sean Diddy Combs could potentially file for bankruptcy. to manage the massive financial burden from the numerous civil lawsuits he faces. Filing for bankruptcy would allow him to address all his creditors and pending lawsuits under the supervision of a federal court. Key details on bankruptcy and lawsuits. Now listen to this. Legal experts and commentators, including rapper 50 Cent, have suggested that bankruptcy is a possibility or maybe even more likely given the sheer number of lawsuits over 50 and potentially enormous settlement costs. The purpose for filing bankruptcy could help pause the most civil litigation and force all plaintiffs to negotiate settlements as part of a single court supervised process, potentially allowing him to manage or reduce the total payout. Yeah, so at the end of the day, he filed bankruptcy, but he could still make settlements with everybody. So somebody expecting to get $1 million, they might get 200,000. Okay? A defendant can use legal strategies within the bankruptcy process to protect certain assets. For example, Florida homestead laws provide strong protection for a primary residence against most civil creditors. A relevant point as Diddy paid off the mortgage of his Miami mansion. You get that, folks? All right? Understand that, please. Criminal and civil bankruptcy would primarily affect the civil lawsuit and potential judgments. It does not erase criminal charges or related government action such as federal forfeiture. Combs has already been convicted and sentenced, as we all know. As of now, Diddy has not filed for bankruptcy, and experts know it seemed unlikely early on due to his substantial remaining assets, estimated at around $300 million. Yeah, it's down from a former peak, but $300 million, you could do a goddamn lot with that there. The ultimate decision to file for bankruptcy would depend on the total estimated cost of all judgments versus his remaining non-exempt assets. All right? Non-exempt. Now, we know that home is that. Nancy, thank you for coming. Uh, you know that uh, you could bet that he's taking any other assets he has and putting them in different trusts, so forth, so on, so they will not be able to touch and people, because he knows if he loses somebody, once you lose in a civil court, now you got to pay. Okay? The hardest thing for people to do once they win in civil court, they win, but how do they get the money? Thank you, Natalia said I'm handsome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right? Huh? So, folks, I don't have a lot of people here today. Maybe I should have came on earlier. Okay? I didn't do a show yesterday, but I said let me do one today. Okay? I did. I posted a video, folks, and I don't know why I can't do well on my videos. People don't watch them. Okay? So, folks, subscribe, like, and share. I'm not going to make this a long video today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about ice ages, what I feel about Christy Nome, and all this bullshit. It was a great idea to get rid of all these here, okay, immigrants. The immigrants that were murderers, the immigrants that were pedophiles, the immigrants that were rapists, but not your regular immigrants who've been here 25, 30 years. They're getting rid of them. Hard working people, okay? I'm very upset. So put your notifications on. You're going to want to watch my show tomorrow, okay? Don't miss it. You can see he gets upset, and then Trump's talking about how great the economy is. Well, where the hell is he? All right? He's listening to somebody who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, saying this is a great economy, when everybody I know is hurting for money right now. Okay? Everybody, including me. I'm the same as you folks are. I put my pants on one leg at a time. I'm no different. I'm no better. Okay? Thank you, Donna Luna. All right? Yeah. I'm sick and tired of seeing Trump on television all the time. I wish the fuck he would just do his job, okay, and start getting things done for the American people, okay? Here he is. We have a president. How many times have you heard him say he's against war, he's against the seeing the soldiers in Ukraine and Russia all dying, okay? But yet he's creating war. Are we going to end up in war? I got the feeling we are. Yeah, I'm upset today about this here. Creating what war? You will see. Okay? Catherine, you asked a question. Okay? Lawyers are overwhelming in this country. You hear lawyers advertising accident, falls, and all this here. Call them and so forth. All right? In the past, people used to call me to resolve a money dispute or a problem they had. Okay? And I took care of it immediately with no problems. Nowadays, everybody thinks, I got to go to a lawyer. And they go to a lawyer, they pay the lawyer, they do everything that they got to do. And they wait a couple of years, it ends up in court. They go to court and they win. Hey, they're happy. They just won $100,000, say it is. Okay? Now, what do? Now they got to collect it. Now they got to collect it. And they can't because they don't know how. Could they put a lien on something? Yes, they could. But don't, when you sue somebody, these people protect their assets. Okay? They protect it. The average person don't have the kind of assets that they got to worry about. It don't make a difference. They don't know. They're not educated. And in today's world, as you can see from all the bots that come here, Okay, they don't know how to read. They can't write. All right, they can't give you a full sentence. Okay, all these bots just created by some idiots, smart idiots, whoever creates these bots. Okay, all right. Where's the money? Is tied up in fraud. What money? You talking about Diddy's money? It's not tied up in fraud. Okay? No, Ray J, I am not a lawyer. I should have been a lawyer. I would have been a great. If I were a lawyer, I would have been a criminal defense lawyer because I know how to talk to a juror and the jurors, all right, and get their attention and bring them in to my way of thinking. I would have been a great trial lawyer in criminal defense cases. Okay? Yeah, I read the Bible. My opinion on Venezuela, I think we got some problems. I don't know how they're going to be handled. Okay, we know it's just not a. If you believe it's because of the drugs, then I got some swampland in Florida that I want to sell you. Okay, it's about the oil. All right, the oil, the oil, the oil. All right, billions, billions, trillions of dollars. Okay, you got to understand, Diddy is a billionaire. Your president now, he was worth one. Your president, our president, was worth $1 billion first time he went in office. Now he's worth 5 billion. Okay, so you think he's cleaning the swamp? All right, and he's going to end up during this term as president with another, I estimate maybe 10 billion. Okay, I don't care what he's worth as long as he starts doing something for our country, the United States of America. Okay, that's what he's going to be concentrating on, not all these other countries. Look, we got problems again in Iran. We got problems again in Israel. You think they're just going to go away? Okay, crazy. So, folks, I wanted to come on here this morning, share this with you. I didn't want to take a lot of your time. Okay, so, folks, all right, please subscribe. You want to like it, like it. Okay, hit that hype button. Yeah, I know what Biden did. I know all that there. Don't think I don't. I study, I read, and I listen. Okay? God gave me 2 ears, one mouth. So I do twice as much listening than talking. So, folks, have a great day. All right? All my love and respect to you all. Take care.